Hey guys, it's Sirena and I am getting ready to head out for my technology assessment. I am out here. I don't know if you can see me because the lighting is pretty bad. It's still really early. It's like 7 in the morning and I'm just waiting for my cab. So hopefully it will be here soon and I'll keep you guys updated as we go along. Hey guys, so we are in the cab, and by we I mean you and me, and we are on our way to Baltimore. And so I will be in here for a little bit and I will update you guys when I get there. Again, blind girl vlogging, car moving, not really sure if I'm in frame. Oh well. Hey guys, I arrived safely and now I'm just waiting here in admissions. I'm not really sure what's supposed to happen. But I will let you guys know as it happens. Hey my treasures, so I just got through admissions. Basically it was just going into another room, verifying all the information I got, and I got this huge packet which I'm not going to reach for because I'm holding this camera with both hands, and if I reach for it, if I am in the frame, by the time I can show it to you, I will not be. So, well, let me just show you anyway. Okay, so this huge packet is what I have to read. Not today, just about the building if I choose to come back. Now, I don't know if I'm in the frame anymore, but it's okay because I'm not gonna keep this running. Hopefully I can get some footage in there about what a technology assessment is, how you go about it, and hopefully I can share that with you guys. Hey guys, I finished my technology assessment and they did not let me take video because there are, I don't know, some liability things. There had to be a waiver signed and I don't know, they couldn't find the person to ask all about it. So when I get home, I will finish this video and you can still find out about it. Hey my treasures. Okay, so filming at the technology center was a bit of a bust. They wouldn't let me do it, as I mentioned earlier, so I'm just going to sit down and talk to you guys about it here. It's really simple what a technology assessment is, why I as a blind individual needed one. And I am going to apologize ahead of time for the audio quality. I am recording this with my iPhone microphone because I have this weird consistency thing. Like, I started filming this video because you see the clips at the front on my iPhone without any external microphones because it's actually harder to use my external mic because it cuts off audio and I have to use my braille display in conjunction and it's just harder. So I figured I would just finish the video with the same audio quality, which I will try to edit and reaper later, but we shall see. Let's get into it. Why do I, as a blind individual, need a technology assessment, and what is it? I needed a technology assessment because I'm working with DOORS, Department of Orientation and Rehabilitation Services, to go back to school, not in the traditional sense, but to take some courses in order to become a assistive technology specialist because I can grammar. I don't know if that's the right term. The idea is that I want to be one of those people that helps teach other blind people to use assistive technology. Since I use so much of it in my everyday life, I love technology, it's interesting to me, so I want to help spread that around because technology, for the blind community especially, is truly a lifesaver. Like, I really can say that we probably would not be able to do half the things we can do without it. In order to do that, I need to take some courses. I have not spoken to my vocational counselor about this, so I'm not sure what path we're going to take, but it's probably going to be the path of taking a couple courses and a couple certifications. I know I could go to college for a 4-year degree in this. I know I could go to college for about 2 or 4 years and study this as well, but I have reasons for needing this to kind of take an accelerated track, which I will get into in another video. I already have an idea planned. So let's just cover the basics in this video. What is a technology assessment? A technology assessment is exactly what it sounds like. It assesses what technology you need in order to go back to school or to get employment and how it might be able to best assist you. In my case, I have a dying computer, my braille display, my Focus 40 is broken, and I need a couple software upgrades. All of these things are really expensive, and we can't generally afford these things if we're going back to school or going to work. We need some help to start. Our vocational counselors can get recommendations for what we might need during these technology assessments. The assessor, I have no idea what you would call her. She writes down the recommendations that she has after assessing me, what I can do, and she will send those to my counselor. And then my counselor and I will discuss those recommendations, discuss the next steps, and if she decides that everything's a go, she'll apply for like approval, I think, and see if she can purchase this equipment for me or these upgrades for me, and she can justify it by saying she needs this for this, and this is why these bits of equipment or these upgrades will be useful for her in whatever she's doing. But there has to be a very valid justification for it all, because they can't just purchase stuff for you just to purchase it, because, nobody does that. So that is the what and the why. How did my personal technology assessment go? I honestly had a lot of fun. My technology assessment specialist, I'm just gonna make up a title. I'm just going to call her my assessor. I know it sounds so judgmental, but in a way it kind of is. She was awesome. She is just fantastic, great personality. I like people I can just kind of click with and be myself around, who are not put off by it. I meet a lot of really serious people who just find me completely not amusing because I'm nuts and I'm goofy, and yes, I can definitely be serious. But if you're just meeting me for the first time, I'm kind of depending on how you behave, I can be shy or I can just be outgoing. And, she was great. I could just be my outgoing self with her, and that was awesome. So not only did I have a great assessor, she just tested me on stuff that I already knew. We started by just sitting down, talking about, what I'm looking for, what my plans are for the future. So I explained what I wanted to do, and she filled out a questionnaire. I think they have some basic questions they have to ask you. We covered all of that, and I was there for 3 hours, but talking about it and what we did, it really isn't very long, because we answered the questions. I showed her my equipment that I brought, my laptop, so a little broken laptop that's over there in the corner. We went into that and we pulled up the information that she needed to take down. Then I showed her my Focus 40 and my Focus 14 braille displays. We spent a good 20 minutes just trying to get the Focus 14 out of its case. There's a little case that attaches to the Focus 14, and unlike with the Focus 40, the Focus 14 braille display, which is a really small braille display, I will show you guys my technology in another video. It just snaps into this case. So you can kind of open it while you're wearing it, kind of work with it on the go, and you don't have to stop and take it out of the case and risk it falling and breaking, which is exactly what happened to my Focus 40. Fell off my table on my balcony and smashed on the concrete. Not into a million bits. Nothing actually broke off of it, but it did get a little banged up, and it's kind of not working the way it should because of that. Because concrete plus technology, they don't get along. So we wasted about 20 minutes just trying to get this thing out. And finally, I was just stuck my finger under the braille display, and I'm like, wait, okay, I think it actually does you can just pry it out here. And nobody else wanted to try and actually just rip the thing out of the case because we don't want to break it. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll take the risk of breaking it, because not so they'll get me a new one, but because we need the serial number, and the serial number is in braille on the backs of these devices. So we had to get to the back of the device, and we're like, okay, we know there's a way to do this, but it feels like it's sewn into the case. It wasn't. So that was pretty fun. That was amusing and it was really awesome. And then after I showed her my equipment, we spent another like 20 minutes trying to figure out why JAWS wasn't working on her computer. So once we finally were able to get all of that out of the way, she tested me on my knowledge. With JAWS, I did a typing test. I can type about 75 words per minute. So that was pretty cool. And guys, that's basically it. There's really not a lot of information to be rambled about. This is just something basic that I wanted to share with you guys because it did just happen and it was really fun. I do have to mention though, the technology center over there in Baltimore has this thing in the dining hall. I'm not sure if it's anywhere else, but it was just in the dining hall from what I could tell, called the Braille Trail. And what the Braille Trail is textured flooring that guides you along a certain path. So I guess you don't bump into furniture or get into everyone else's way. And it was really cool to be able to just follow that path with my cane. I just kept telling my assessor, I was like, I wish they had this thing everywhere. That would be so awesome. I mean, it's really cool. Like, it definitely helped me navigate an unfamiliar area with relative ease. And, you know, that's fantastic. So yeah, that is it about my technology assessment. Just not much to say. I just explained why, I explained what it is, how it went down, and what are the next steps. Again, the next steps are for me to speak with my vocational counselor. She'll review the recommendations that were made. My assessor recommended that I get a new laptop, upgrades to my JAWS for Windows and Kurzweil software. Again, I will do a video on all this because I'm probably speaking Yiddish to some of you. Unless, you know, you speak Yiddish, then I'm probably speaking like Mandarin or something. She also suggested that I have my Focus 40 Braille display repaired because it is necessary. She also recommended that I get a crash course in using Kurzweil and using a Braille display with a computer because I don't know how to do that. It is very versatile and I hear that it's really, really helpful in a lot of circumstances and in a lot of situations to be able to use your computer when you can't see without speech. So I really want to learn that. So she's put in a recommendation for me to take a course on that as well. Really very simple. Really tried not to ramble because again, there's not a lot to say. It's not that interesting. It's just one of those everyday things that I wanted to share with you guys because it is part of my life, but it isn't something I need to spend 30 minutes talking about. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my channel, Binge Watch, because like binge watching me is awesome. If you like what you see, please subscribe, ring that little notification bell so you know when I'm posting new content, and I will see you guys on Saturday. I love you all. Bye.